Hey, alright, so I'm gonna do a quick video. I will show you around uh, my cabin, or well, it's not my cabin anymore, it's my house. So let me spin this around and I'll do a quick minute or two walk around. So I've been parking my truck right here, right at my door, because I don't want to have to walk any further when it's raining. So, yes, there's that. I put these on, by the way. They're kick-ass. Okay, here is the view out my back door. Oh, that's just beautiful. Looking out my back door. Okay, anyway, there's that. That's probably the best view on this property. It's it's just beautiful. All this vine maple here, I gotta still cut that down. There was another big old patch of it right down in here. I cut all that down the other day. There was a bunch of scraggly crap on both sides of this tree. I chopped all that down. Um, let's see. Let's walk down here. So that's the fire pit. That can you see the salmon right there? That is where that's where Mom and Dad are spread. Right there. That was Dad's favorite spot. He loved to go sit there and just look down at the water, and I spread Mom over the top of Dad. So they're doing good. They haven't complained to me about where they're at. This way goes up. If you go up, that orange thing is actually my target stand. If you go up and just to the left, my gate is about right in there. And then you go further up the road, and way back in there, up a little hill, is my second gate. There's that big old massive fir. Okay, let's go over here. See the face in the trees? Told you this place is alive. We're going into Tiki Land. This right here, here's the blue barrel. There's another one. This is the second one. There's two of them there, stacked and sealed on top of each other, and the top of one is cut and the bottom of this one is cut to make a deep pit. This is going to be the future outhouse. I'm just going to build a floor, a bench, and a seat. Eventually, I'll cut the top of this off, and I'm going to build either a 5x5 or a 6x6 building. I'll probably have a door, oh, I don't know, maybe facing this way or something. This is the old one. I'm not real thrilled with it, but I mean, it does for now. I have a different system set up just because it's been so cold out right now, but yeah. Eventually, this will be the crapper, and I'll clear all this out and maybe have a little door and might put a little overhang on the roof right here. But right now, inflation has destroyed the price of lumber. So my little project that was supposed to cost maybe $200 or $250 is going to be over $900 right now. So that's going to have to wait. There's my container. Over last summer, I insulated, painted that, and I did a lot of work to that thing. There's looking back up at the house. I just cut down all this vine maple the other day and drug all that over here under this tarp. This is all the wood from these trees that had fallen over the road. If you remember the last video when I got attacked by the bees, that was right in there. This part of the road, I just called and got some estimates today on some 3-inch ballast rock. I'm going to redo this. This part of the road over here has 6-inch. That's nice and firm, but this part right here is becoming a mud pit. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to have a truckload, like 12 or 13 yards of 3-inch rock brought in right here and spread. And if you can see back right here, I want to put maybe a yard or two right in that low spot. So that'll be coming up within the next week or two. Here's a nice phone pole I got. I was gonna use that for another post up at my gate, but I actually have another one of these coming that's shorter, so I don't have to cut this one up. I can save and use that for another project. During this upcoming summer, I still need to cut this down. These 3 trees right here, I'm gonna cut all this down, and I got a 48-foot container that I'm gonna put right here, and the doors open and closing should be about right here. And once I get this all done up, I plan on using that container as a garage. I got some outdoor equipment that I'm storing in my trailer right now. So I'd like to put that in another container. Let's go up here for a minute. All right, so this is the house. Here's where I'm sleeping. I'm just kidding. I'm not sleeping in that. There's just a bunch of chairs and crap in there I didn't know what to do with. Yeah, here's the trailer. So here's the propane tanks that we were talking about. This one runs a fireplace. That one runs a stove. That one runs a fridge. And if for some reason I don't catch it, I got 4 or 5 more tanks in here. I think I got 2 7 gallons, 3 5 gallons, and I think there's a little small one, like a 2.5 gallon or something. A little weird one. There's looking down the bank. Here's the back side of the cabin. That first tank runs right here on the inside. My fireplace is right here. That last tank there goes in right down here. I just installed a gas refrigerator freezer, and we can go in there in a second. I was gonna cut through there, but my dog craps in there sometimes, so I don't want to step in that. So here's the front porch for now. Here's my barbecue. I just used this afternoon. I set this up because earlier it was raining and the rain was just flying in sideways. So that's my little makeshift cover for the night. Yep. Here's a old fridge that's electric, but I don't use it. This one here is actually trash. Ugh. That's gross. Yeah, that just needs to get loaded into the truck and taken to the dump. This one here is actually what I just took out to replace it with the gas. Eventually, hopefully it won't be too much longer, I'm going to get those solar panels and that solar generator. And the panels are going to go right up there along the ridge, because the sun rises this way and comes straight over the top of this mountain during the day. So if I get my panels on this side of the cupola and just do a line up at the ridge and then maybe a line across the awning, that'll give me what I need. The rest of it's already wired, and I can plug the solar panels would go to the generator, and then that would just plug right into that, and the rest is all wired up. Or in the meantime, I can bust out my generator, I plug in right here, and that powers everything. Here's my signage. Oh, that's true. That is true. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go in. It might be dark in here. Hey, Forrest. What's up with the fireplace? What's up with the fireplace? That was weird. It's like that third one wasn't lighting there. Well, that's the first time that's happened. I'm going to need to pay attention to this. All right, let me see if I can get a few lights going. I did a little bit of work in here today. It's been a mess. It's not big and fancy in here, but it's warm, and I got everything I need. I was just laying down a minute ago, so let me open this so maybe you can get a little better view. Okay, let's go back here. There's Forrest. Hey, buddy. Speak. Good boy. No, speak loud. Speak. Well, close enough. Good boy. So, here's where we've been sleeping. These are the cabinets that I made in my old apartment. They're hard to see right now. I should have did this closer in the daylight. But these cabinets I made actually match my bedroom furniture almost perfectly. I got a big long dresser out in the container that I'm going to put right here. For right now, I've been living out of these tubs. And I have an armoire that goes with this that I'm going to put in place of that cabinet. And that's a Rubbermaid plastic one. That'll go outside, maybe outside next to the propane tanks. I can put my shovels and rakes and crap in there. Here's the ladder. It's kind of like a library ladder. You just grab it. The bottom is on wheels, and it just slides right over, and you can get up into the loft. It's dark up there. Oh, yeah, you can see. I had a bunch of stuff that I had, plus a bunch of stuff that my dad had down here, and I was moving in a hurry. I had nowhere to put it, so it's all crammed up there. But when that stuff is empty, there is a mattress right here, a little twin-size mattress, and you can see it right there. There's like a twin-size cot. It's an oversized cot, pretty comfortable. So you can sleep 2 people up here pretty comfortably when all my shit's out of there. Got gas stove, oven, refrigerator, freezer. It's got a battery-powered light. Freezer don't have a light, but you gotta have your ice cream right there. Got the microwave. Yeah. Forrest dog food and his snacks. See, we did this. He thinks that he's getting cereal, but he's not. Yeah, now that fireplace is running how it should. That was weird. It was doing that flickering thing when I came in. It's never did that before. And yes, I can have the stuff right next to it. The heat comes directly out the front. If I put my hand, yeah, the side of that's cold. And so is all this. And underneath. The heat just comes directly out from here. So the only thing is this part of the underneath of the cabinet gets a little warm, so I figured my solution is I'm just going to get a little piece of sheet metal, and I'm just going to kind of, I'll round it or bend it, I'll screw it right here, have it come up, and just kind of use that as a piece of flashing just to keep this from, I mean, it's never going to get hot enough to catch it on fire. I mean, unless I leave the thing on for a week and I'm not here. But that's not going to happen. But, you know, just to make me feel better, I'm going to do that at some point. Yeah. So, you always got to have your armored vest. That's just a must. Because you never know what's going to happen. And here's the view straight out my back door. I got my nightstand and my bed in the way of getting out, but like I said, I'm not completely done moving stuff around. There outside where you saw the trailer and that tent, that's going to be where I do an addition. And then I'll be able to get all the crap up there, some of this other stuff. I'll get that out. A lot of the stuff up there I can probably get rid of. I just, to be honest, I only know what's in those first couple bags. The rest of it, I don't know what's up there. Like I said, I put it up there in a huge hurry just to get it off the floor. But that's such a beautiful view. Just, do you hear that? Listen. Do you hear that nothing? That's so awesome. You know, when it rains, I can hear the rain hitting the water, and this land almost sounds musical. To a point, it kind of sounds like a harp almost. I have my vent right up there, so when it rains or anything, I can hear stuff pretty well out of that. There is another vent in the same place on the other side. It's, believe it, that yellow bag is the only thing touching the ceiling. Other than that, there's a clear path over the top of the crap to the vent, so it's not blocked. Yeah, I need to get that blue cooler out of here and into the container or the trailer. I should probably not leave those right on the stove, but the gas is off. Yeah, still got a little bit of moving around to do, but I'm getting there. We got our Gatorades. I probably don't need to do this. You could probably just take my word for it. I'm very well stocked up on water. And I got another big supply of water outside on the porch. Excuse me, Forrest. Up. Up. Good boy. I'll come back for you in a minute. Yeah, there's another pile of waters down there, and there's another stack in the black thing below it. So, anyway, that's, well, that was a whole lot longer than I had thought. I didn't know I was going for 19 and a half minutes here. It was only supposed to be 2 or 3. But, anyway, that is a tour of some of the property. maybe sometime when I feel like it, I'll go down that road. That goes down, it turns, and that's how you get down to the water. There's a really cool fishing spot down there. The road over there, where I was saying was a mud pit, that loops up, goes around, and goes straight out this way, right out to the gate. Like I said, the first gate's there, and the main gate is up there. That's the main gate is the one I have to share an easement with my neighbors. They don't live here, but you can kind of see their place through there. They just come up for the day every once in a while, but their property is very, very skinny. It's, I don't know, maybe like 100 feet across. It's a little teeny line that goes right past mine and up. It's, if you look at it on a map, all the properties down here are shaped like a pie, and the tip of the pie is at the water, and then the crust is way up there, and it goes all the way up to Highway 508. So my property goes through my gate, the easement gate, across the road, and then there's another spot that it goes flat for a few feet, and then it goes really steep up the hill, and then the highway's right there. At some point, maybe I'll do another video tour thing on past the gates and down there lower. So, like I said, the next things that are coming down are those 3 trees, because my big containers, actually it's going to be 4, because I didn't see that one, but that one's a little teeny one. At some point, I'd like to, what I'm envisioning here, and this is going to take some time, I wanted to build a container home, and this would be the spot that I would make it. I would clear out this whole area, and it's kind of cool, because you see how this, well, this just gets steeper the further back you go. So that's awesome, because I could have a container home right here on this level plane, and the back of my house would be secure by an upper road, and either the end or a side would be secured with this, but this side and that side would be open. So eventually someday I'd like to have that whole spot cleared, put in a pad, a foundation, and build a container home right here. That would be the perfect spot. But my pockets are not deep enough to do that just yet. And honestly, it's probably going to have to, it's going to have to be something like I've done here. I'm going to have to get probably one at a time and just slowly start putting them in as I can afford it. And in the meantime, I'm still good right here. I am going to put a small addition right here. This right here is a 12 by 20. It's 20 this way and 12 this way. And I would probably put something right here. I might do like a 12 by 10 or something. I don't know. But I'm not going to connect it to this. What I would do is I would put the end about right here. This is how you get away with the permit thing. Where I'm at, a 12 by 20 is the biggest that I can build without having permits for anything. So if I butt it right here, do another, I said maybe a 12 by 10, 15, something like that. Then I can just make a little overhang and basically make like a hallway right here. And this could be covered. It would look connected, but it's not. So I don't have to have a permit for that. And these things are kind of cool. They're old tractor tillers, but they got all dented and banged up over the years. But if you look at them just right, they kind of look like a caterpillar, kind of like the face and the little antenna things. You can see it better in person instead of on a camera. This thing's cool, a old school steel rope. Thing weighs a gajillion pounds. That actually used to be hanging up in my grandma's big shop, and until recently I didn't know that it was down here. I thought that she got rid of that. I remember it when I was a little kid. I would look way up in the rafters and it would be up there. And when she moved a couple years ago, I didn't see it, and I thought that she had just thrown it away or something, and just recently I found it down here. I guess my dad probably brought that down here. Coming up real soon, I got a big old fancy DR trimmer in the trailer. Here in the next day or two, I want to fire that up and mow all this down. This used to be nice and flat. Well, and you know, it's a hill, but I didn't have all this scraggly shit to look at. And, what the hell, let's just go up here real quick. I'm gonna end the video up here. Yeah, that's my target stand. I just got done cutting these. Oh yeah, there's my neighbor's place, a little bit better. But there's looking down. Just hung my sign. So for the people that are talking about off-grid living and they have all that real fancy, expensive stuff going on, I don't really think that's reality. This is reality, what you're seeing. I just got here about 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting into this. I don't have my solar equipment hooked up yet, but my basic amenities, what I need, I'm running on gas. This is what true off-grid living looks like. I didn't show you my power. I got my 18-volt Milwaukee tool batteries, and Milwaukee makes that M18 top-off inverter, and that's how I charge stuff and get other lights. Yeah, these just got chopped down a few days ago. I finally got all that stacked. I need it split. All the limbs. I started having a big fire, but all right, since we're up here, that's my other gate. The main gate, you go right around there and up there. To the neighbors, you make a left, and yeah, my easement gate is straight up that way. But that is kind of a long walk, and I'm not going to do it now because it's starting to rain. One day I come down and there was a windstorm. All this crap had blown from up here. Those two and this guy need to come down ASAP. Good. That's a widowmaker if I ever seen one. I don't even like walking under that, but yeah, all that stuff was scattered through the middle of the road here. And you know, guys, all the road here, every open spot that you see, I cleared all this with the DR trimmer. I did all of this by myself. When my dad had his stroke, and then between that and when mom and then dad passed, nobody had came down here. I left this place alone, and nature just took over everything. Everything, I'm not joking, the grass everywhere was face high. Like where my hand is, that's chin height. A couple days ago, I chopped these three. They were leaning just like that, but worse. That middle one there, that one was tall. I fell all of them right across here. I stacked all the wood. The top of that tree is still there, and there's Yeah, it's hard to see from here, but there's probably still another 15, 20 feet of it that goes in there. But once I get my DR trimmer mower fired up, I'll plow away through there, and I'll worry about the rest of that at some other point. And I do want to get this area all cleared out. This was actually kind of neat back in there. And now the edge of my property, it goes back there quite a ways. Can I see it? Okay, those ones way back there, I think that might be my line. It might be a little further than that, but all right. Well, this is what I was talking about, the container home. That area I wanted to clear would all be down in here, kind of sitting in the pit. And shoot, my roof might even be just level with where we're standing right now. And then you'd just drive right along down this way. I gotta hurry up and get this done. I'm starting to get wet. And then maybe this could be an entrance into the driveway. Yeah, anyway, there's another trail I punched through there. There's another one. There is a lawnmower I found back there, but that thing hadn't been started in at least 10, 12 years. I don't have any hopes that thing's ever going to run again. So, yeah, this is what I'm, in the next week or two, hopefully going to have that ballast rock put in. But you can see over here, this is all nice and firm. Yeah, the whole road down here is made out of that. And yeah, all that stuff. And it comes to right here. So I need to clear and push this back. And then well, you can actually kind of see the road. This is good on this side, and all this needs to get filled. But I've probably already told you that 4 or 5, 6 times at this point in the video. But it don't matter because you're hearing it again. That's another pile of stuff that needs to get burned. And once I do that, this whole area will be nice and open. At some point, I'd like to have this tree gone. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, if you look at it, it does have a bow that kind of goes over, kind of starts coming this way, and I don't want to get crushed. I mean, I think it's in good shape for now, but I'd like to maybe just have it topped like 20, 30 feet up in the air and have the top go down that way. Or maybe just have it topped and match with that. That's kind of neat. But anyway, I have got to get off of there. My phone says I'm running out of space because I made this too damn long. So, hasta la later. Here's where I'm living for now. Talk to you later.